He grabbed onto life's final countdown and said those 3 words to her, "I love you." She pressed tight against her seat, praying like crazy for a miracle, because right now, they were both on a plane that was going down. 10 minutes earlier, the plane suddenly shook violently, 30,000 feet up, straight into a flock of birds. The captain felt the power draining fast. With years of flying experience under his belt, he immediately tried to restart the engines, and the engines were completely dead. Sully didn't hesitate for even a second. Instantly fired up the auxiliary power system. Electricity came right back. The flight attendants kept their cool, told passengers it was just turbulence. The co-pilot frantically flipped through the emergency manual, desperately searching for what to do when both engines flame out. Sully immediately radioed the tower to report the emergency. The tower absolutely lost it, ordered all planes to stop taking off and landing. Full support for Flight 1549's emergency return. But Sully knew damn well, at this altitude, there was zero room for error. Sully made the call on the spot: land on the Hudson River. The moment he said it, Flight 1549's signal vanished from the tower's radar. Air traffic control kept calling. Radio silence. The plane was dropping like a stone. Passengers in the cabin were losing it. Sully gripped the controls with everything he had, perfectly adjusting the angle to hit the water. The plane just slammed into the Hudson River. A miracle happened. The fuselage actually stayed in one piece. Every rescue team rushed to the scene. The rescue operation kicked into high gear. All 155 passengers and crew were saved. The media went absolutely wild, crowned him a superhero. But what was waiting for him? An investigation by the National Transportation Safety Board. The investigators straight up questioned him. Both engines failing at once? Unheard of. And engineers recalculated everything. The plane clearly had enough power to make it back to the airport. They demanded to know why Sully chose to ditch in the water. Even started digging into Sully's personal life. This pushed Sully to the breaking point. If they ruled it pilot error, his entire reputation gone. The second hearing, the investigation team ran a flight simulator test. Every parameter identical to the day of Flight 1549. The result? The simulation made it back to the airport successfully. The co-pilot finally couldn't take it anymore. If it wasn't for Sully's quick decision that day, we wouldn't even be standing here today. But the investigators said coldly, Sully just followed the manual, that's all. The co-pilot absolutely lost it. Pointed out that the captain turned on auxiliary power the instant the engines died. According to Airbus's standard procedure, that's supposed to be step 15. If we'd actually followed that procedure, we'd all be dead. But the investigators said computers don't lie. Data doesn't fake itself. Sully started second-guessing his own judgment. But then he suddenly realized this was all too perfect. Instant return to airport after the incident. No time for any analysis or decision-making. If you're gonna blame someone, then make it truly reflect human reality. The simulation started over. Waited 35 seconds before attempting to return. Both simulations ended in crashes. The truth came out. A real hero isn't a captain who perfectly follows the manual. It's someone who dares to break the rules in a crisis.